Hey there, how's it going? So, I want to talk to you a bit today about live video. Do you struggle with going on live video? Do you feel sometimes like you don't know what to say, you don't know what you want to do, or maybe you won't even go on Facebook Live and do a video because you're afraid to? Well, I have some tips to help you and some facts that you may want to know. So if you're new on here, welcome. If you're a returning visitor, welcome as well. My name is Brooke Oakes, and I'm here to share with you some information to help you grow your home business on social media. So live video. There are two types of video, right? There's live and there's recorded. And maybe you are more comfortable on recorded video, which is still better than no video at all. But do you know that live video is just a great way for people to get to know you and see if they actually want to connect with you? Because think about it. When you do a written post, you see what the person writes, but you don't get to learn anything about the person, right? You don't learn about their energy, their mannerisms. You don't get to really essentially see who that person really is. Now, many times we do connect well when we're reading a blog post for a long period of time, or if it's information that we've been waiting to hear. But in general, video is a really good way for people to see who you are and if there's someone that wants to purchase from you. So whether you do live video or recorded, there are benefits to doing both. First, it's going to let them see your energy. It's going to let you get that information out there. Now, when you do live video, you have the benefit of interacting with people. But here's the thing, even when you do a live video, a lot of times people are not going to watch it until the replay comes up. So really, if you're not used to doing live video, go ahead, make it. Maybe you won't have a lot of people hop on there and then you can delete it if you don't like it. You could record a video and, do it a few times until you get it and then use that recording, which is still really good to do because, like I said, most people are going to watch the replay anyway. But there are a few things you can do to make video a little bit easier for you. So in the beginning, when I first started doing video, I did do the recordings. I'd go out and I'd set up my whole stage and I wanted things to look pretty, and I would do my video and then I'd play it back and I'd be like, oh, I don't like the way my hair looked, or I don't like the way I said stuff. I was like, oh. So really, there's a downside to doing the recording because then you're going to delete it 1,000 times over until you get the one you liked. But if you just go live and do your video, like it's out there, you can just leave it. So, do you struggle with coming up with your topics, or do you struggle with what to say and you're just not sure where to take things, lead things? That's okay. There are some easy tricks that you can do. One is I actually have my space set up where I can have like post-it notes hung up with bullet points. So if I know what I want to talk about, I just put those bullet points there and it's right there. And maybe that's something that can help you if you're not really sure of what it is that you want to say, and you don't know where you want to take it. You can kind of plan ahead, like 5-10 minutes before, say, okay, I'm going to go live about this topic. These are some topics I want to cover. And that way you can go in and you can just hit those bullet points and you don't have to worry so much because you know where you want to go. You know what you want to say. It's kind of like writing an essay. It's pre-planned, right? So you've got it right there. You can just go ahead and read it and it's done. Some people go a little bit more in depth where they write out all of their notes. I have never done that. I don't think I could do that. I think that would stress me out more. And the reason being is if you've got word by word notes and you start interacting with the people who go live with you, who come on and watch your video, you're probably going to lose your place, you're probably going to get off track, and you're probably going to forget where you are. So I don't really recommend planning out word for word the things that you would do, but just having good little bullet points of things that you want to talk about is really nice. You also want to have a good headline. A headline is kind of what makes everything, because if people don't like your headline, they're not going to watch your video most likely, unless they've been watching you for a long time. So you want to have a really good headline. And this is where you kind of want to sit and think. You want something that's catchy, you want something that's to the point, and you want something that is what your audience wants. So for the people who are going to watch your video want a specific type of topic, you want to know what that topic is, and you can go live about that topic. You can do a video about that topic, right? And just make it short and quick, a short little quick thing right there. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, I do all this work, I create this video, how do I get sales? How do I actually get people buying my stuff? There's actually a few different ways. My favorite way, honestly, is the conversation that happens afterwards. You go live, you do your thing, you get your information out, and you put a call to action in there. And that call to action is what is going to stir up and help you get those sales. Now, if you don't have a call to action in there, no one's going to know what you want them to do. Do you want them to like your page? Do you want them to share your information? Hey, Cheryl, do you want to have them go to your blog post? What do you want those people to do? Do you want them to pick up a freebie? Your call to action is what is going to lead into your sales. So if you go through all this work and create your video and you're like, oh my gosh, now what do I do from there? Think about, what do you want as your end result? Do you want to build your following, or do you want to get a sale? It kind of goes in mainly those two. So once you know what it is that you want to do, you can take it in that direction, right? And like I said, my favorite part about the whole thing is the after the fact, because the conversation that happens after, when you put a call to action in there, is where you can make the strongest sales. You get the most loyal customers because there are people interacting with you. And if you kind of struggle with that interaction, those conversations, there's actually a 5-day prospecting and recruiting challenge where you can learn how to talk with the people, how to transition to business, stuff like that. So if you struggle with those conversations, let me know and I can give you some information about that. But when you go into those conversations in general, the best thing that you can do is ask questions. The more questions you ask, the better you're going to learn, can I help this person and what can I help them with, right? Because if they're not really looking for the type of thing that you're offering, they're probably not really going to respond to your video anyway. But you don't want to pitch them, because then they don't have enough information. They don't know technically what it is that you do, and there's too many questions that they have that if you're not asking the right questions, you don't know how to help them with their questions. Makes sense? So I hope these tips help, and if you struggle with video, I hope you get out there, give this a try, and get your videos going. And if you want to learn more about that 5-day prospecting and recruiting challenge, let me know and I will get you some information. Have a wonderful day.